Have you ever wondered if you handle the situation properly? I know I have. Well, you're welcome to SIP. Here, we say it properly. And we're looking forward to having you on each episode as we learn together how to say it properly. I am MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. See you then.
Hello, great to be back on Say It Properly. I'm MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. Have you been enjoying all our editions? I really hope that you'll be sharing with your friends as well. Byronbee TV. We look forward to getting more comments from you. Today we're going to be talking about internet concerns when it comes to our children and teenagers. Internet concerns. We know that the internet is a network of information. So like a roadmap to information and entertainment and education. There's so much to gain from the internet. But at the same time, it's an amazing way to get exposed to all kinds of things, including pornography, violence, misinformation. And so that's why parents are concerned, and many of us are concerned about exposure of my child to the internet. What do I do? How do I deal with this? I'll be sharing a few thoughts here. Let's check this out about people who have complained in the past comments that we had. Saying that sentence sentence. So Barbara did the search on Barbie dolls. Barbara did the search on Barbie dolls and she found herself on a site with naked women. She was really confused. So this is this 7-year-old girl just checking the internet for research, doing a search on Barbie dolls, and ends up with a site that has just naked women. You begin to wonder, what were they doing? Were they just was it a video? But that's what that poor child had to deal with, naked women on the internet. He was just searching for Barbie dolls. Another one, Moses told Eden and he wanted to show him how to make friends and how to chat online. So Moses and Eden are friends. They're the same age. And here is one teaching the other how to go online to go chat with friends. Thankfully, Eden declined, saying that his mother always checks his iPad at the end of the day and would be mad if she saw anything like that. That's a good one. But you know how many children will not even think about it and just go ahead and just, surely they want to make friends. And it's not because they're bad, it's just that they do not have the understanding of what the internet is all about and how dangerous that can be. I love the scenario here. Blessing is so excited as she sneaks out of the house with her friend Emma. They're going to meet up with a group of friends and some boys at a given address. She's sneaking out of the house to meet someone she met online. She thinks she knows his name, because that's what he says his name is. She thinks that she knows where he lives. I don't even know where that is. So many young ladies have ended up getting killed or being abducted and sold into sex slavery, all kinds of things, just because they don't have understanding of what internet really is. What the internet is. Most parents are not even computer literate. Many parents are not computer literate. Now we're talking about being internet savvy. It's something that we have to do. So even though we do not know much about the computer, you need to get up and realize that we're raising children who are actually digital in all that they do. And to protect your family is not just physical anymore, it has gotten into the cyberspace. How would you protect your family? So, we're going to be looking at different ways to say it properly. Your child is on the internet. From the age of 3, they're there. They're doing stuff already. They're the teenagers. Those ones are experts. How do you deal with that? How do you work with them? But you have to do it in a way that is done properly, by saying it properly. So you say something like, because you don't want them to be online, you say, I want you to stay away from all that online stuff. Wrong. That statement is ambiguous. That statement has not given that child anything to go with. I want you to stay away from all that online stuff. That's nothing. It's just ambiguous. An ambiguous statement. It's an ambiguous statement. So it's not give direction. But you can see it properly like this. You can sip it like this. That's it. You can say, I know you love to spend time online, and it's not a bad thing in itself, but I also need you to know that there are people with bad intentions online. So you have to be careful what you do and what kind of information you give online. That's giving the child an understanding that, wow, this might look like it's so beautiful to be on, but there are danger signs here and there. You have to be careful with that. 2, check your privacy settings. Yes, you have a laptop, a tablet, a phone, whatever it is. The phones are the most used for this. Check your privacy setting. Make sure that you have set it in a way that is comfortable for you and your family. Make sure that there's no unauthorized changes too. So you change it today to something. Before the end of the week, check again, especially when you have young children, because they are smarter than us. That's the truth. And they know how to change those things. And like I said, it's not because they really want to get in trouble. They are just at that age where they want to explore, and their friends are teasing them. Do you know you can do this online? But you have to be a step ahead of them to protect your family on the cyberspace. 3, you might be tempted to say something like, don't spend all day online. You don't have to say that, because when you say that, nobody is going to spend 24 hours online anyway. And so that statement doesn't give any direction to your child. Doesn't give any direction to your child at all. But instead, you can say something different. You can say, we're going to come up with a schedule. We'll come up with a schedule and say from this hour to this hour, you can be online. Meaning that you are able to watch what that child is doing. You may not be sitting behind him or her, but at least you know when they are online. You know when they are online. And then some people have gadgets installed on their laptops in the family, in the home and all that. They have gadgets installed that let you know what site somebody is going to. Even if you cannot afford to do that, you can still, make sure that your child is scheduled, and you go back and check what site. Adam said what? I can't go online and chat with people because my mother will check my iPad at the end of each day. Yes, parenting is tough. And it's something that as a parent you have to, once you have a child, you sign up for it, and then you didn't have to say it properly when you're working with them. Alright? So putting up a schedule is one way to say it properly and help the child stick to it. Another way to say it properly is to teach them how not to give information online. So something comes up and it says full name, address, phone number. Teach your children not to give those things. Let them know if they have to. Even your teenagers, ask them, before you give out our home address, make sure that you contact me. Make sure that you ask me. And then you as a parent can check it out. So many ways. Date of birth can be so easy. In many countries, once you have the date of birth of someone and you have their location, you gain access to their lives. So we have to be very careful what kind of information we give online. Moving on. What about pop-ups? I think those are the most scary. When you just, on your computer, and the next thing you just see this pop-up come up, you see all kinds of things, and like, where is this coming from? Whether it's a child, whether it's a teenager, whether it's an adult, pop-ups will happen. So you need to do it. Say it properly by teaching them. When the pop-up comes up, all you have to do is to exit out. Exit out. Do not click, if you're inviting and it's telling you click on this and you win this. No, that's how they lure them in. So teach your child how to exit out. The internet is an amazing tool. It's great. And it's here to stay. That's the reality. But we have to learn how to use it in a way that our children, our families are safe. Something else occurred, and this I just learned myself, and that's what, to always update your apps. For the longest time, maybe you're like me, when the app update comes up, I just click it and ignore it. What I did not realize, and what I'm telling you today, and I hope you learn that as well, is that teaching your teenager to update their app all the time, it closes down on security glitches. So there's any patch If there's an update, that has been given, take the update. It's not going to cost you money. And that would reduce the amount of exposure, because most sites too are very careful about what they want their customers to go through. So update all the time. Update as often as you can. I did not used to do that. And that's reality for me. So I learned that even in beginning to, say properly to other people around me, I learned that. Then check your child's device. Check their device. What device are they using to go online? Is it your phone? Is it your husband's phone? Is it your wife's phone? Is it the auntie's phone? Is it their phone? An iPad, whatever it is, check that device. I have a 5-year-old in my school that was able to go into a chat room. She didn't know what she was doing, but somehow she found herself in a chat room, and because she is so smart, she started to have conversation with this person. And she went to her mommy, see my friend. And that was how the mom found that the child had been chatting. Thankfully that she's fine, that she doesn't have so much of a vocabulary for typing. She could have given information about where they live, what they do, and that itself can be so dangerous. Kidnappings have occurred because they're able to locate where the person is. Save properly. Have you told your children to turn their location on only for family members to be able to see? Yes. There is something in your setting that talks about your privacy and your location. Let it be visible only to the family. Internet use, internet concerns, big deal. So let's take it seriously. I hope I'm not scaring you today. I'm just telling you how to say it properly so that you do not become a victim. That's the most important thing that we're trying to achieve here. I'm trying to remember, looking into my list to see what else that I have here. Yes, Wi-Fi in public places. And I know we are always so excited to do that. You find Wi-Fi, you go to somewhere where they have Wi-Fi and you just click on it quickly. Hackers use public Wi-Fi. As much as you can, avoid using them. I have used them before too. But you're going to use them, maybe use them for very basic things. Don't go into your bank account using the public Wi-Fi. That will be smelling trouble for you. So that's even a tip for you as an adult, as a parent, an uncle, whoever you are as an adult. Be very careful with the public Wi-Fi. Our teenagers love public Wi-Fi so much. I actually learned from my teenagers how people just go. They said, I don't spend so much on data. I'm like, how come they are always online and doing this? They said, there's this hotel by my house. And they have a great Wi-Fi system. I said, this young man stays by the gate man gives him the information, and he just sits there. He thinks it's good, but guess what? He will be giving us information to the wrong people. So please be very careful with that. Be extremely careful. Trying to put all this together so that you don't get scared, but at the same time, I have all the information on how you protect your family and letting your children know that the internet is a great place to be without scaring them. Because if you say it properly, then they will cover themselves and they'll be able to help. Like I said, they're actually more savvy than we are. So we're learning, teaching them to say it properly too, because they can teach their friends is what is most important. Finally, most important thing that you need to know is that whatever information goes on the internet, it stays there. Have you ever thought about that? You put a picture out there, you think you've deleted it, somebody has grabbed it. So let your child know that it's important to know the kind of thing that you share. A lot of teenagers are sexting and sending nude pictures. Those pictures might be deleted from that phone, but somebody that is computer savvy, someone that is techie can still grab them. We're going to talk about that some other time, about not even doing that at all. But the important thing is, have you said it properly in a way that your child knows that you're trying to protect them? Let your child know that it's all about you. It's to protect you, to keep you safe, to keep you well. And that's our desire here today. As we talk about internet concerns, you said it properly to your child. You keep saying it properly, even as we say it properly to you here. Stay safe online. And God bless you.
Have you ever wondered if you handle the situation properly? I know I have. Well, you're welcome to SIP. Here, we say it properly. And we're looking forward to having you on each episode as we learn together how to say it properly. I am MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. See you then.